Good morning. Welcome back to Passionate World Talk Radio Network, a wholly owned subsidiary by Global Media Network, LLC. Educate, enlighten, entertain. And this morning on Monday Tips, I'm going to be providing you from Kiplinger report, Ask the Editor, January 16th, filling your form 1040. And the person who wrote it, Joy Taylor, will answer 4 questions that were asked of her via the Kiplinger report to help you fill out your tax and get it back early. So the number 1 question was, any tips for getting my refund faster? And the answer from Ms. Taylor was, the fastest way to get your tax refund return early is to follow it electronically so that the money may be deposited directly into your bank account. It's called e-filing your tax return, and it can help you easily get your taxes paid to you faster and also keep your form from being hijacked by identity theft, so that thieves who often steal taxpayer ID numbers on your returns, or they create a fraudulent return with your name on it, will prevent them from getting what is due you. So if you follow your own taxes via the government on your form 1040 early, your return will be sent to you easily without you being, or your ID being hijacked and somebody else receiving your refund. 2, will my refund be delayed if I claim the earned income credit? Now, for the past couple of years, this person had claimed earned income tax credit on their form 1040, and her refund was delayed. And she wants to know whether or not this will happen again. And Ms. Taylor says, yes, filers claiming the earned income tax credit and taxpayers claiming the refundable child tax credit will have to wait, probably until late February, before their refunds are directly deposited into their bank accounts. The wait time will be longer for paper filed returns sent by snail mail. So keep that in mind. The next question to be answered is, do you expect a smooth tax filing season? And she goes on to say, I have read that many tax professionals are expecting a rough tax filing season this year. What are your thoughts on this issue? And Ms. Taylor says, the IRS says it will begin accepting tax returns on January 26th. So write that down, January 1/26. Some tax professionals thought that the filing season would be delayed because of all the work that the IRS had to do to implement the tax changes in the one big, beautiful bill, the old BBB, many of which applied 2025 federal tax return. But the IRS says the employees will work diligently to open the filing season pretty much on time. So start getting things ready. We generally expect a smooth filing season, but that doesn't mean there won't be some rough patches ahead, primarily caused by the IRS's diminished workforce. The IRS has lost 25% of its workers over the last 12 months, and the departures represent all experience levels and functions within the IRS. including taxpayer service, collection, IT support, and enforcement. Taxpayers and tax preparers will have questions on how the OBBB changes apply in a wide range of scenarios, and they're not likely to get much assistance from the IRS. So yes, there will be people answering the phones at the agency after a long wait, but getting answers to substantial tax questions is a bit of a pipe dream. Taxpayers who follow amended returns for prior years will likely be waiting a long time before the IRS processes their filings. That's because the IRS employees will be laser focused on processing the 2025 tax return. Also, look for IRS responses and actions on taxpayer correspondence to be slower than normal. For example, if you're replying to an IRS automated letter or other IRS inquiry, it will probably take a long time before you heard back from anyone at the IRS. We expect the IRS will reassign some employees to answer the phone lines or assist with other filing seasonal tasks. Workers' duties will be put on hold. Now, fourth question, will tax refunds be bigger? Question, I have heard the news that many people expect tax refunds to be larger this year than in the past years. What is the reason for this? And Ms. Taylor says experts are saying that this year tax funds will be bigger than in years prior. You can thank the OBBB for this. Many of the new tax breaks for individuals in the OBBB begin in 2025, more specifically on the 2025 returns that taxpayers are filing this year. Here's a partial list of these tax breaks. 1, higher standard deductions. 2, slightly higher child tax credits. 3, the $6,000 write-off for filers age 65 or older. $12,000 on joint returns if both spouses are 65 and older. The deduction for up to $25,000, a qualified tip. Sorry about that. So go over to our website, passionateworldtalkradio.com/blog. And there you can listen to the full blog all over again, read the summary that will give you some ideas of what to expect. And more importantly, if you have any other additional questions, please write to us at pwrnetworkllc@gmail.com. Put your email address, a name that we can address you by, and then ask your question. And we will answer it for you to help you fill out your Form 1040 better so that you can send it in on January 26th and later and get your refund back as quick as possible. Thank you very much for joining us this morning. Remember, these are tips. You can go over to Kiplinger and find out more about the article because we'll be providing you with the tips. And please join us and listen to the podcast. Thank you very much for listening and have a great remainder of the week.